5 months of not posting content on this platform, YouTube, I have returned. What's going on, guys? This is yours truly, Duke Law, coming back for a return and back to do a video. Now, first of all, I'd like to say thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. So, release the balloons! Yeah. I have been waiting so long since I've joined YouTube, since 2019. I've been on this platform for 5 years, and if it wasn't for you, then I would have not made so many content for you all. And I gotta thank everyone who inspired me to be a YouTuber after a long journey. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate 1K subs. And here's to 1,000 more. Shall we get to 2,000? Let's find out. Anyway, guys, another thing I also like to mention before I get to the video is, well, if you see my community posts, you know exactly why I have not been active on this platform. Schoolwork, personal things, and, well, something that's been happening on Twitter, which I do not want to talk about, since it is personal and should only be kept as private and should not be told to everyone, to the public, especially to people who steals IPs, IDs, your information, or blah, 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 whatever bullshit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hackers and scammers can go shut the fuck up and get out of here, please. Yeah, that's what I really, really mean. And last thing I say, thank you for 1K subs. I said it before, but I have to say it again. Because I was excited for 1K subs after 5 years from 2019. Anyway, enough with what I mentioned before, even though it was kind of like a 3-minute intro. We are back to do a video. And what specific video we're doing? Well, today we're doing a diecast review. The last diecast review that I've done was probably the Cars 9-pack or 10-pack that I reviewed during 2022. That was garbage. It was bullshit. I mean, I do like Disney cars, granted, but it wasn't really that good considering it's the same releases from before. The last actual toy review that I reviewed was the 2 Sonic the Hedgehog figures from Jazzwares. If you're wondering what it really was. And what's today's review about? It's something that I haven't done since 2022, or 2023, I should say. And today's review is on NASCAR Authentics diecast. That's right, guys. With Martinsville Speedway, or race day weekend happening on Martinsville Speedway, happening this Sunday on Fox, or Fox Sports 1, for the NASCAR Cup Series, we're going to review one of the diecasts based on one of the most historic, if not the most historic and iconic and the craziest moment that happened in NASCAR history. We're taking a look at Ross Chastian's 2022 Melon Man Martinsville Wall Ride Raced version from Lionel. It's a lot of words, or a lot of things to describe here. So, Here's the package right here. Here's the NASCAR Authentics logo right here. This is the 2017 logo and not the old logo like this one. Although I do like retro stuff. And there's the one that indicates the racer. This is part of Wave 6 of 2023. I actually got this at Walmart I think it was months before this was out of stock. And I thought I'd save this review for later. Until today. Yeah, I know. Anyway, back to the package. There's a moose right here with the words Ross Chastian. It's 2023 on the 06. This one's Wave 6. There's the free sticker right here. This is basically the card on Ross's car. He's the Melon Man right here because, if you know Ross Chastian, he smashes a lot of watermelons. Keep an eye out for him. He would smash a lot of watermelons when he goes to victory lane in the Xfinity or the Cup Series. There's Moose Franerity. I don't know how to pronounce it, but here's the car itself. I will show you the clip of what exactly am I really talking about later on. There's ages 3 and up. I think it's actually need to be above that because it's actually for a lot of NASCAR collectors like me because I've actually collected lots of them as a kid until today. It's 164, which is the scale. It's much different than most of the diecast cars from Pixar or Mattel, or basically the same size. I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that 164 is basically the same size for this car, along with some Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars you would find at Walmart or Target, or wherever you go in the toy store. And that's it for the front. And the back shows what you get here. There's other cars you would get on this wave. You would get Michael McDowell. You would get 3 cars from the 75th anniversary. You get 4 from basically 9 from the Cup Series. And you get 1 truck from the Truck Series. And this is when the 75th anniversary is around, and it says, look for the Tootsie's Orchid Lounge Chase Piece. Which I don't know what that means. And there's the barcode. Says 164 race car, Checkers or Wreckers, or Checkers or W is what it says. It says Checkers or Wreckers. There's Ross Chastian, Moose. There's the sticker. This is officially licensed by NASCAR, and that is it. Just basically nothing else. You want to have a pause and read all the licensing and Lionel, everything here. But without further ado, after 5 months, let's zoom out of the camera, or move the camera a bit more, and let's get this unboxing started. Does come with a sticker. I think it's a sticker, or just a piece of paper. But yeah, here it is. There's the sticker right here. I was confused at first. It's so thin. It's so thin if you can really tell. There's that. And there's the car itself. So here we have Ross Chastian's 2022 Generation 7 Chevrolet Camaro out of its package. And boy, do I have a lot of things to discuss about this diecast. This is inspired by the most mind-blowing and craziest moment that happened in NASCAR history that will be written in the history books. This happened during the final lap of the 2022 Xfinity 500 during the playoffs and its last race of the round of 8. A week before the Championship 4 happened in Phoenix Raceway. It was when Christopher Bell gets the win to advance. But then, it was not over. Ross Chastian has pulled off a mind-blowing move that was unexpected. It was a video game move. That was when he rode the wall outside of the backstretch to turns 3 and 4 and all the way to the finish line, passing Denny Hamlin to advance to the Championship 4. And let me tell you, that was mind-blowing, insane, and crazy as shit. That is something I don't see in NASCAR every day. Before I scream out loud and go crazy, let's roll the clip to give you an idea and kind of refresh your memories. And like I said, this moment is something you will not forget and will make you go crazy. Because, let me tell you, it's like you are on a highway to hell, you know?
Less than 2 laps. Christopher Bell trying to do it again. He's already won his way to the next round. From Charlotte, 1 lap to go. Christopher Bell. If he wins the 1 and the 11, fighting for every point right now. Denny Hamlin, 2-point favorite to get in as the Championship 4. Bell out of turn 4. He's going to do it. He's won his way into the championship.
Let's go get us the championship.
And the fight for the point right at the line. The 1 of Chastain past Hamlin.
It was a video game move off into turn 3. He put the car against the wall wide open all the way around turn 3 and 4.
Chastain, Elliott, Bell, and Logano are going to fight for a championship in Phoenix. Take a look at what he did.
I have never seen anything like that before in my life.
Wide open around the wall in 3 and 4 at Martinsville. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, I have never.
Wow, man. That was wild.
And look at the right side of the car. It's destroyed. But he just did it. Ross Chastian, a 7th-generation watermelon farmer, was supposed to be racing in the Xfinity Series a couple years ago. That ride got pulled away from him. It looked as though his career in NASCAR was done. Take a look again at what just happened. Watch on the right side of your screen.
Outside over here. Outside.
Ross Chastian used the wall all the way around this racetrack to race his way into the Championship 4.
He went from 10th to 5th place on that last lap. It almost doesn't look real. He's going
It doesn't.
so fast. Look at this. It looks like a video game. It doesn't look real. He's going so fast.
Trackhouse Racing now has their first competitor that could race for a championship.
I gotta tell you, after seeing that clip, I was honestly speechless. I haven't seen a crazy thing that happened in a NASCAR event since either the 2006 2007 Daytona 500 photo finish with Kevin Harvick edging out Mark Martin, or during the final lap of the 2012 Talladega race in the fall, when Tony Stewart accidentally pulled off an unexpected move when he was trying to block one of the drivers, but accidentally causes the big one, and almost half of the field was knocked out or involved in a big crash, except Matt Kenseth, who was able to make it through to the wreck to win the race. I haven't seen anything like that since that event. And the more I talk about this Martinsville event from 2022, I can highly tell that all of the race car, NASCAR drivers like Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, or heck, all of the drivers, especially our 2022 race winner Christopher Bell, was honestly shocked. Like, not just them, but the pit crew members, or Rick Allen, Dale Jr., Steve Letarte, Jeff Burton, or basically all the film crew or pit reporters from NBC Sports, but also the fans themselves. I can honestly tell that all of the race car fans were jumping off their seats and they were cheering so loudly. Like, I think they haven't cheered this loud since the 2015 fall race when Kenseth took out Logano as payback after what happened in the 2015 race, or the 2015 season. So, I think that was a long recap, wasn't it? I think that's enough of story time for now. Right now, let's get on with the review, because I need my voice box to relax, because I don't want to scream right now. I don't want to scream, even though I feel like it, because that was crazy as hell, I tell you. Anyway, here's the diecast right here. This is my first next gen, by the way, that I have in my hand. I have all the NASCAR cars that I had as a kid. Like some of the Generation 5 cars from 2011 to 2012, including some, or actually most of them are just the Generation 6 cars during the Sprint Cup season until the Monster Energy came, before the Camaro, the Mustang, and new Camry body models were produced for the 2018 season. I also have some of Gen 4, but the CLTs, yeah, I have some that are actually 187. They're kind of tiny miniature sizes ones, like tiny miniatures, like this size here. All of them were beaten up, but although I do have one CLT, or actually one Gen 187 scale car that I will show later for when I do a comparison of this. Anyway, here's Ross Chastain's car, the next gen. So if you look at this side, this may look clean at first, but once you get to look at the fronts of the nose, you will see something else. Kind of see something a bit different. But even though this is just a plain old Chevy Camaro nose, but if you look at the other side, you will see what's different. Lionel, I can honestly tell that I would say right here, right now, Lionel had a lot of effort to make raced version cars with a lot of paint scratches, paint chips, tire marks, and, well, confetti, you could say, for any race version you would know. It could be from Daytona, Bristol, Richmond, or any other race that track that you know. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This is what I was telling you. This is a scratch. This is basically the aftermath of that video game move that Chastain pulled off. In my opinion, I think Chastain would have won this race after he pulled off that move. But hey, he already made it to the championship 4 in that year, 2022. It was so crazy. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the scratches. Look at all that. From there, from the rear wheel to the front wheel. It's so... Yeah, look at that. You can honestly see the contingency sponsor and a Goodyear scratched up and beaten. Look at that. And yeah, there you can also see a difference with the tires. They're different. And that is part of the next gen that I was telling you about. But anyway, let's take a look at the sponsors right here. On the hood, you get Moose Franerity. And on the windshield, you see the yellow striping. That is because NASCAR brought back the yellow for the 2021 playoffs all the way till this year, 2024, because they kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a throwback to the 2014 playoffs, also known as the chase for the Sprint Cup, that happened many years ago. Anyway, on the hood, you get the sponsor right here. I love the color, the red fading to black. It's the one thing I like about this car. Anyway, on the front, you get Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 Trackhouse Racing right there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but I know what it is. On the side, you get beamoose.org. You get... What's that sponsor? Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to see, but I don't know what it is. But hopefully people in the comments can help me out here. But this side you get Advent Health and Simon's. You get the one. You get the Ross Chastian's name. And on here you get Chevrolet, Advent Health, and Trackhouse. And you get 2 winner stickers, which indicates the 2 races that Chastain won, which is the Circuit of the Americas and the spring race at Talladega. And on this side, you get the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs and a little bit of the 8, which indicates that he is competing in the round of 8. And this here... 75, I think it says right here. I don't know what it says, but I could be wrong. On the top is Moose. You get Chastain, the sponsor again, and the back. For a raced version diecast, this was actually a really good diecast. Really good diecast for a next-gen diecast car for NASCAR. Now let's give you some ideas from comparison. Here is Chastain next to Jeff Gordon's iconic DuPont Flames, the car of tomorrow from 2007. It went from here to actually the Gen 4. This is what I was telling you about. This is Martin Truex Jr.'s Tracker Boats, Bass Pro Shops, Chevrolet Camaro, or Monte Carlo, the Generation 4, during the Gen 4 era. It's the best era of all, I say, in NASCAR history. The 2007, this is the 2007 model, the Gen 4. Jeff Gordon's DuPont Flames. And here he is next to the Generation 6 car, known as the Jeff Gordon's 2014 Exalta Chevrolet SS. And Chastain himself. You could really tell the evolution and the changes that NASCAR have made for like 76 or 75 years. It went from here to there, and all the way to Generation 7. Which era do you think is the best? I know a lot of people are going to say it right here, right now. Obviously, the Gen 4 era. But I think Gen 7 is the best one. I think it's starting to be the best era. In my opinion, anyway. So there you guys have it. Ross Chastain's 2022 Wall Ride Martinsville Race diecast from Lionel and the NASCAR Authentic series. And I gotta tell you, for a 1/64 scale diecast, I think Lionel still did a great job making these diecasts. Even though there's a lot of people really wanting to customize their own diecast for some that was unproduced. But for this one, I gotta tell you, if you like the Melon man, Ross Chastian, then you gotta get this diecast. If you loved that Martinsville race, you better get this to your collection. It's mind-blowing as hell. It's a hell of a ride. I say for the one team. You heard me, a hell of a ride. Crazy, huh? Well, let's see how crazy or how supercharged the next NASCAR race will be at later this weekend. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you all so much for 1K subs. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you click on the notification bell. Click the subscribe button, tap that like button, or hit that like button. So that way you'll be notified for new videos. And make sure you stay tuned for the NASCAR Cup Series racing at Martinsville Speedway in Sunday, April 7th at 2 o'clock p.m. and Western or Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, guys!